lunchtime, we believe in carpe diem, and that means fish salad, right, Nick?
I hope not, Alice. I think it means seizing the day.
Seizing the day, and that's exactly what we're going to do with this Caesar salad. Now, the key to a good Caesar is making sure that your bread's nice and crispy and the bacon is nice and golden brown. So we're going to get right onto that. Now, I'm going to show you a really easy way of cutting strips of bacon. The first thing you want to do when you've got something so long, what do you think, Ebony? What can we do?
I think you should hold it like this and then cut it this way.
You definitely
Yes.
can. And because it's so long, I'm actually going to cut it in half first, so you've got a little bit more control. And then you're going to keep your fingers away and just saw it just like that. I'll leave you to that. And as we always say, anything hot or sharp in the kitchen, get a grown-up to supervise. So I'm going to watch very carefully because bacon can get very,
Be careful of that
very
back thumb too,
slippery.
yeah.
Good job. Now, the reason why bacon is so delicious in cooking is because of the level of fat that it has, and fat is flavour, but we're going to render that off in the pan. Wonderful. One more cut, and then I reckon that's it, Ebony. Terrific.
Awesome.
Excellent. Now you can pop that in the pan.
And so you don't have an oil or anything in there, Alice?
Well, bacon is so fatty that as soon as it starts to melt, the fat will actually be the oil in the pan. If you add too much bacon to a pan with oil in it, it'll start to spit and get really, really oily and fatty.
Nice.
Now, while we wait, I'm going to get Charlotte onto chopping this stale piece of bread. So, Charlotte, I want that into cubes if we can. Excellent. All right. Good job cutting it in half first. Do you do much cooking at home?
No.
No? Well, you look like a natural. Great work. Now, this will slowly start to melt down. Things happen quite interestingly when bacon's in a pan, in that it might take a little while to warm up, but when it does,
Perfect.
it'll start to move.
That's nice. That's award-winning stuff.
And Ebony, do you do much cooking at home?
Yeah, I love making cakes at home.
Ooh, great. Now, I'm going to get you to start peeling these eggs. And meanwhile, if I could get these a little bit smaller, maybe Nick can help as well, to get those
You go on the eggs.
into cubes, probably about the size of dice, Nick. So quarter those again for me.
Yes,
Great
ma'am.
job. Now, you don't need to use the knife. You can just crack it because it's a hard-boiled egg. There you go. You can pop the shell in here. Now, the great thing to hard-boiling the egg and making sure that it peels really nicely is to kind of roll it out, is to give it a good crack. So roll it across the bench a little bit and that'll open up the shell. There you go. Wonderful. And as soon as it comes out of the hot water, you can pour it under some cold water and that'll help the shell come off.
Yeah. Also from a height sometimes helps too.
Yeah.
Loosening it up a bit.
And Nick, we've got some eggs in the fridge that we can use as well. Do you want to
Yes.
grab those eggs for me?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Thank you. Call them trick eggs in the biz.
Oh, fancy seeing you here. How are you, Maurizio? You well? Very good to see you. Oh, your favourite, Maurizio. Eggs. You still going to the Taylor Swift concert, Maurizio?
Great. Now, let's clean that bench off, Nick, so there's no shell on it.
Good
Maybe
idea.
turn it over. That's why we wear aprons. She'll be right.
Oh, sorry, Charlotte.
Excellent. Now,
Hope you didn't like
Charlotte,
that top.
I'm going to get you to chop the eggs into quarters for me.
Which one?
Excellent work, Ebony. Wonderful. Hand that over. Thank you kindly. Now, while we're waiting for the bacon to keep cooking, I'm going to get you to start tearing the cos lettuce for me. So that knife is good and done. Bring the bowl over and the cos. And why do we use cos lettuce?
Because?
Just because. Well, cos lettuce is lovely and sweet. Just make sure it's nice and washed. We're just going to tear those leaves off the stem. There you go, just like that.
Great job on those eggs. Let's put them quartered eggs in there.
Oh yeah.
Maybe give another one a go as well.
Now you can tell when the bacon is nice and cooked when it gets quite golden brown and when Crunchy starts to complain that he's not getting any. If you are in a rush, you can also pop the bacon into the oven on the highest setting, let's say 240, 250 degrees, and you can bake it in the oven.
Nice, perfect.
Bacon the bacon.
I reckon a bit of a hand on this would be good as well. Let's
Yeah.
Everyone start ripping.
There you go. Rip into it. All right.
Alice, if those food puns continue, you might have to be summoned with an affidavit.
Oh, very good. Well, I would say as a citizen of the people, Julius Caesar would have defended me.
Are you ready for this?
I think I'm just about ready for that bread to go in. And you know, normally you'd do the bacon, you'd finish that off and then you'd let that drain. But because this is still going, I might let the fat from the bacon absorb into those crunchy croutons. Yum. Thank you. Wonderful. From a height. Thank you, Nick. And at this point, you can add just a little bit of oil just to help the contact in the pan. Whoop. See it popping?
Cease fire, cease and desist there.
Yes. Now again, this gets very, very hot and it gets very poppy, so we stay away. Get a grown-up to help you with this bit. There's one bit left.
Are we ready to put the homemade mayo in the salad, Alice?
Absolutely. Start mixing that through. Meanwhile, I'm going to add a little bit of
power,
garlic
girls.
in here as well.
Okay.
Let's use our hands to get that nice coating through there.
And your hands are nice and clean, of course.
Yeah, just a little bit of blue food dye from there. That's going to really bring out the colours in the coals there.
Yeah.
Oh, smelly good.
Yum.
Yes.
Oh, that smell.
Now, this is going to take about 2
That's
more
nice
minutes
mayo.
to get nice and
Yeah.
crispy. You can rush it along by toasting the bread first. Oh, but it does smell good, and that's the garlic that you can smell there. This is one of our wholesome, healthy dishes. And I think that's ready to go on top of that salad. But Nick, I'm going to get you to serve it out into that bowl and grab the Parmesan cheese, of course, a classic ingredient. And you'll notice that a lot of these flavours are Italian.
Are you ready for this, Alice?
I am. I'm ready for the jelly.
Yummo.
Excellent, thank you. Now, this dish actually originated in America. An Italian chef ran out of ingredients. He had a rush of orders, and so he just grabbed all the leftovers he had, fried them off, popped some leaves on the bottom, and bam, created a monster. Everyone loves a good Caesar. Except maybe Brutus. He's
No.
not much of a fan.
Et tu, Alice?
Yes, it is ready to be poured over the top, and I might do that with these tongs here because it's hot.
Fantastic help
We're
there,
ready
too.
to serve. And who wants to pop the eggs on top?
Ebony,
Yeah,
go
there you
for
go.
it.
Yeah.
Maybe crumble them in.
You gonna do some?
Oh, this is fantastic teamwork.
Excellent teamwork.
Look at the colours
Oh, it's
there.
all gooey.
It is. It's a gooey egg. I like to keep my eggs slightly still runny through the middle for a Caesar.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. All right, a little bit of bacon on top. And then let's pop some Parmesan on top of that. And because the bacon's still hot, it's going to melt through really, really nicely. Yum, from a height. Thank you, Nick.
Yes.
Now, if you want the recipe, you can head to the website. But it's a really simple and delicious lunch or dinner option. What do you think, Charlotte? Smells good? Ebony, what's the verdict?
It smells really nice.
Really nice.
Smells so good.
We're going to dig into it. And you're going to take a little break to make your very own, I hope. We'll see you soon.
Yum, great job, girls.
Very good work. Excellent.
Come on, crunch time.